episode 20 of Birkenwasser Knits. I'm Katrine Birkenwasser, and in this episode I'm going to talk about my faded collection. And well, the collection actually went live I think more than a month ago, but as I've been busy with all kinds of other stuff, I haven't gotten around to make more episodes for my YouTube channel. But now I'm back and I'm wearing one of the items from the faded collection. So the collection includes 4 items. This faded brioche cardigan, then there's a faded sideways pullover, and faded fringe shawl, and then there's faded socks. So let's start with the cardigan. So this one is a top-down cardigan, like I think almost all of my designs were top-down. But anyways, this one has a shawl collar. So you start with a collar and then add shoulders, and it's garter stitch for most parts, but then there's some brioche on the shoulders, and it continues on the sleeves, and also the shawl collar is in brioche, and it continues all the way down. And as it's a fade collection, so this is also a fade. In this one I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 colors, 5 colors on this one. And this fade many yarn dyers, they make these ready-made shawl kits, like actually the one I used for this pullover. This was a fade kit by Lustig yarn. But for this cardigan I made the fade, or created a fade, chose it myself, and there are actually 2 different brands of yarn here. So I started with Skein Queen's yarns, and then there are some Garn Stories in the middle, and then I think the last one is Skein Queen again. So you can just create your own fade, or go with the ready-made one. And if you are thinking of how to find the perfect fade, I think these speckled yarns go really well for fading, because when the color is not solid and there's some speckles, then it kind of just fades better. You can't really see when you change from one color to another, especially if the colorways have similar colors for speckles, and then yeah, it's almost invisible where the fading actually happens. But anyways, let's have a look at this shawl, and then I'm gonna change and wear the pullover when I talk about that. So this is a rather big shawl, and this one is actually also a mix. So I found these 3 colors from 3 colorways from Twisted Finch. So it's the 3 last ones, but then I didn't find a 4th one to go with it, so I had to go with hedgehog fibers. So I have started. So you start from the top, and this one I used hedgehog fibers. This shawl has garter stitch sections, then there's some lace, and then there's this 3-dimensional fringe that's actually, it's knitted, and it's not like your normal fringe where you work with strands of yarn. This one is knitted, so well, I don't know if it's easier, but at least you get to knit, and you don't have to use a needle or scissors. So this one I really like, and I think these colors also work really well together. So this is another example of making the fade myself, or well, not making it, but choosing the fade myself. But for the other two models, or other two designs, I used ready-made fade kits, and for the socks, this is actually just what I said, that it works better when it's speckled, but these ones are solid or semi-solid. This was a mini skein set of 5 by Rova Silmusolmu, and it's just 5 shades of grey. So this is a simple toe-up sock design, and there's just some purling happening when the fading happens, so it kind of hides what otherwise might be seen as stripes. You can maybe see some stripes at the sole, but then on the top of the foot there's the purl sections, and you can't really tell where the fading happens again. So that's why it's a nice pattern. But let me change into the sideways sweater, and then I can show you that one also. And here's the fourth design of the collection. This is the faded sideways sweater, and as the name says, it's worked sideways. So you start from one sleeve and then go, you need to divide for the neck. So you work the front first and then the back. And then you join again at the shoulder and then work all the way to the other sleeve. So the fade goes from side to side and not top down as in the cardigan of the collection. And like I mentioned, this one is a fade kit by Lustig yarn, so I thought it really works well also when you work sideways. So it's not just, so you work the fade actually twice. So first this is also, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, is it 4? No, it's 5 colors. This is also 5 colors. So you work all the 5 to the middle, and then the same 5 in reverse order to the other sleeve. And this, like you can see, it's a relaxed sweater with dolman sleeves and slightly cropped at the front, which you can't see now, but I'll show you a photo, and then it's longer from the back. So you can sit and not worry that your underwear is showing. So this collection is available in my Ravelry store, and it's also available as an ebook. So if you'd like to try all 4, then you can just get the ebook, or if you want to try all 3, I think it's cheaper than buying all 3 individually. But anyways, the patterns are also available as individual patterns, so if you just prefer 1 or 2 of them, then you can just get them individually. Okay, but I think that's all about the faded collection, except that I'm gonna show you what I'm working on, and I'm actually working on another pair of the faded socks. As I mentioned, these are made with a solid or semi-solid colorways, so I wanted to see how the socks would look with speckled yarn, so I just dug some scraps to make another pair of these faded socks, but I'll show you those in a little bit. But other than that, I think I mentioned in the first episode of this year that I started a new job, so that has taken some time from knitting and design work and making videos, so that's one of the reasons you haven't seen me in some time. So but I'm starting to get the hang of it. it's an interesting job. So I'm enjoying myself, even if it's not so much on social media. But yeah, that work is more on my Twitter account. So I'm not even gonna say anything about that since it has nothing to do with knitting. But yeah. But knitting-wise, I've been also one of the reasons why you probably haven't seen me around on Instagram either is that I've been working on some secret commission projects. So I've been doing a lot of knitting that I have been able to show you. So I've been working on a sock design that I think I worked the prototype 3 times before I got it just the way I wanted to have it, and then I was making the sample after finishing the prototype, and then there's a shawl pattern coming, and I'm also working on a new design. I think in the previous episode I showed the yarn that I purchased in Punkaharju knit retreat, so that's turning into a cardigan, so let me show you that also. And yeah, then there's the snowflake sweater that I think I have shown you already a couple of times. That one I finished already a long time ago, but I haven't gotten around to write a pattern, so, or finish the pattern writing. I mean, I wrote the pattern before I made the sweater, of course. But yeah, so that's also something that's on my to-do list, is to look for test knitters for the snowflake sweater. But let's have a look at the projects that I have on the needles at the moment. So here's the second faded sock that I mentioned. So as you can see, this is quite a small sock, and I'm making this for my daughter. So the pattern actually, it comes in 4 sizes. So there's this extra small that's maybe more like a child size. And for this one I just took some scrap yarns that I had. So there's some, starting with some gray sock yarn, and then I have this, actually these 2 I think I used for the Tour de Sock pattern number 5 that had the spiral by Kirsten Hall, and I've forgotten the name of the design. But I've shown it to you in a previous episode. Then I have a sock yarn from Hando that's pink with some gray, and then there's Garnsur pink with white, I think, and then a multicolored one from Vanity Ex Machina. So I think these also give a nice fade from gray to pink. And yeah, 1 sock done, only need to find time to make another one. And talking about socks, there's another project that I think I've shown you before, and this one I was aiming to make for Christmas present, but I didn't make it on time for Christmas. But I'm already working on the cuffs. So this is the Arctic Blizzard socks that I'm making for my sister, and I didn't finish these by Christmas like I was planning to, so I thought I would make them for her birthday. That was in March, and as you can see I'm still not done. But then she just said that aim for next winter, so I think I might be able to finish these before next winter. So she's gonna have snowflake summer socks at some point, but almost done here. And then I have here's a big black pile. This is actually also the faded brioche cardigan. I don't know if I can just find a way to show it to you. So this is the top, and yeah, I made the sleeves first, so then I know when I know how much yarn I have left. But yeah, this is actually I've been wearing this faded brioche cardigan that I have the fade version. I've been wearing it so much that I thought that since it fits, it's nice and relaxed, and it could just be the black cardigan that I've been wanting to have. So I'm making a black one also. So this one doesn't have the fade idea. That was the whole point of the collection, but it's still, yeah, I hope it's gonna be a nice all black cardigan. And then I wanted to show you this pile of mohair and merino. These are the yarns that I purchased from Punkaharju Knit Retreat. So this is the merino singles by Kässäkerho Pom Pom in colorway Utu, and some Isaker silk mohair. And I'm making a cardigan again, a relaxed cardigan. And with this one, I also started with the sleeves, and then I'll know how much I have for how much length I can make. Yeah, there were only 4 skeins of this merino singles, so that's why I'm slightly worried that I might not have enough to make a long cardigan. So I'm just gonna see how long I can make it. But that's about the projects that I'm working on at the moment. So that was all for this time. It's a lovely springtime here in Helsinki, and I hope you are all enjoying the spring and the nice weather. I hope you're having nice weather like we are here in Helsinki. But I hope you're also still doing some knitting and not forgetting about knitting during the summertime. So see you next time. Let's hope the next time won't be as long as it took me to make this episode. Bye bye.